The veteran kicker, Graham Gano, puts it on the tee. And off we go from MetLife Stadium. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he decides not to bring it out. So they'll take over at the 30-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10.
Check, Panthers.
They'll fake the give, and now it's Milton. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down.
The whole idea of the play-action pass, Mike, is that you can slow the pass rush down enough that it allows longer, slower developing pass concepts to open up downfield. But in this case, they were on him so fast that by the time he got his head around, that ball needed to come out. There was no timing and ultimately led in an incompletion.
And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
This is how you draw up your opening possession when you're on the road. The longer the drive goes, the quieter the crowd gets. Continue to mix in that run game. Let's see if they can finish off by putting this ball in the end zone.
Go check. Hey, check that. Street. Go.
Milton now to throw on 1st and 10. Open man, Demario Douglas. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
This is what every offense looks to do, Mike. They want to attack the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. And oftentimes, that's where the chunk plays come. Give it to your receiver on the move and let them do the rest.
Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line.
Alert!
Now Stevenson. And he's brought down after a gain of a couple. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8.
Here we go. 18 Rattler. Panther Street. Ready.
From the shotgun, a throw for Milton. He'll find Stevenson out of the backfield. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
Defensive coordinators preach all the time, play pass defense with vision. It's exactly the case here. They're able to rally to the ball, keep that to a short game.
Let's go. Lion.
Oh, maybe a free play as he'll look to throw it. He'll find his tight end. That's Henry. They're at the 17-yard line now for 1st and 10.
Hurt. Right there, hurt.
Looking out of the gun is Milton. He's got his big tight end, Henry. And he's in! Hunter Henry. Touchdown, Patriots. Exactly the way they scripted this one. A beautiful opening drive, Greg. Able to find the end zone on the game's 1st possession.
And Mike, the word that comes to mind looking at that drive is execution, and that's exactly what they talked about all week long. They wanted to come out early in this game and establish an early rhythm, and that's exactly what they did with that touchdown drive.
Slides extra point, up and good. And the Patriots will take a 7-0 lead. Following the touchdown, here's Sly to kick it away. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he will not bring it out. It's a touchback, and this drive will begin at the 30-yard line. They'll come up here, 1st and 10.
Let's go.
To throw, here's DeVito. Pressure gets there, and down he goes. That's Christian Barmore working his way in for the sack.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sitting duck for this pass rush.
He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. And he might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a 3rd down. Now DeVito. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Marte Mapu. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
Check mash, check mash. Red, go Reed, go.
On 1st down, here's Milton. Hauled in by the tight end, Henry. That's a nice pickup on a 1st down throw. It's a gain of 8.
Back 60. Ready?
Milton to the air on 2nd down. And that one is incomplete and brings us to the end of the 1st quarter of play. So they'll talk over what to do on this 3rd down play as we have hit the end of the 1st quarter. The Patriots out on top. More from MetLife Stadium after this.
Okay, ready?
Here's 3rd and 2.
Hurt, street, jack, hurt. 70 ranges, 70 ranges. Ready?
Try and throw with Milton. Open man, left side. He's got it. He is in. Hunter Henry. Touchdown, New England. That is 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And that is number 2. Greg, he is off to some kind of start in this one. 2 quarters and 2 receiving touchdowns.
Mike, this is one of those situations where as a defensive coordinator, you've got to give your group an answer, because right now, they don't have one for this guy.
Slides extra point, up and good. And the Pats move out on top, 14-0. Following the touchdown, here's Slide to kick it away. This one will be taken in the end zone. No run back forthcoming. And the ball coming out to the 30-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10.
Set, go.
A run with the man out of Purdue. That's Tyrone Tracy. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line.
13 yards on the play. That's good for a Giants.
On the ground, it's right back to Tracy. And he finds some space, tackled after a gain of 7 on 1st down. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. They'll run again. It's Tracy again. And he'll have enough to move the chains. He'll take this forward for about 3 yards.
I think this 2nd down call, Mike, they were hoping that at worst, they had themselves set up for a 3rd down and short. But there's no need for 3rd down. He was able to get enough on 2nd, and they get a fresh set of downs.
Let's go now.
They'll go to the ground, and here's Tracy on first down. And that'll go for a gain of about 4. Jawan Bentley there on the tackle. Here's 2nd and 6. Slayton is the man in motion. 2 minutes to go here till halftime. We'll come back to MetLife Stadium after this. Here's a 2nd and 6.
Ready? Trap 60. 60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat.
Throwing is DeVito. That's caught downfield by Robinson. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line.
That last completion's going to go a long way towards at least finishing this 2-minute drive, Mike, with some points. You're already in field goal range, so now the idea is continue to work the clock down, take a couple shots at the end zone. You want to get points, ideally a touchdown, but either way, you have the ball last before the end of the second quarter.
17 yards on the gain, and now they've got 1st and goal. They'll run the sneak, trying to fight his way into the end zone, but they will mark him short, down at the 1.
Hawk 70.
They'll try to run this one in. Powering forward, he's in. Tyrone Tracy, touchdown, New York.
And this is what good offenses in the NFL do, Mike. It's the ability to bounce back, even if the onset of the game doesn't go exactly according to plan. Everybody wants to take their opening possession and go down there and come away with a touchdown. But it's not always going to be perfect. You turn it over on possession 1. What are you going to do in response on possession 2? Well, we just got our answer, and they took it down for 6.
They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. Here's 1st and 10.
60 Maverick. Ready? Hey, smash Broncos.
From the gun, here's Milton. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep this one on the ground. He'll manage only about 3, so it will bring up 3rd down. So we hit halftime, and the visiting Patriots are on top, as we'll head down the coast now to Orlando. That's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, thank you. Both teams trying to find the right formula to come out on top in this second half coming up. This kick is fielded in the end zone, but no move to bring it out. It's touchback, and that ball will come out to the 30-yard line.
Come on. Set 70 Timberwolf. Buffalo 18.
Slayton is the man in motion. On the give, it's Tracy. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
The ability to be effective on first down, Mike, it just makes everything else easier. In the event you do have to face a third down the road, they're usually a lot more manageable situations, a lot easier to convert.
Here's DeVito. That's going to be caught by Darius Slayton. And he's down inside the 40-yard line.
These crossing concepts are frequently used, Mike, throughout the entire game, all across the league. And what it does is it creates a lot of natural rubs. You run out the backside of the defense and rely heavily on the yards after the catch, and it's exactly how they're able to pick up this big gain.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. In trouble, and down he goes.
With the right personnel, the safety position is like the ultimate chess piece, right? You can put him in center field to play pass. You can bring him up and make him a pseudo linebacker, but you also can bring him on pressure, Mike, and that's what this guy does so well. The timing and the speed, he got there in a hurry.
Maybe a couple there. It's third down. To throw, DeVito. He's got his man down the field. It is a big completion. A big one there on third down, good for 26 yards.
Well, they finally are able to convert on a third down. And, Mike, when you look back at a box score, some of the biggest indications of how well the game went, of course, you don't want to turn the ball over. How do you execute in the red zone? And then how are you on third down? Third downs typically lead to long drives. Long drives tend to lead to points. It's not a real complicated formula. Stay on the field. The more snaps, the more plays, the better. Every team makes an emphasis on winning first down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, second and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
DeVito. That is caught. And the Giants are going to have a first and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
These are the worst. I had a couple years, Mike, where I swear I got tackled inside the 1-yard line 10 times. And then you look back and you're like, man, how many touchdowns did I leave on the board because I couldn't get one more yard? Now, for him individually, not ideal, but right now they're on the doorstep of the end zone, and they got to find a way to put that ball across the board.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of play. So these two teams take the long walk to the opposite end of the stadium. We've come to the end of the third quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Another shot from the 1 on second and goal. It's the quarterback fighting for the goal line. He lost the football. It's out. And this is taken in by the defense. Talk about a big swing there. The offense was driving, had it in the red zone, looking to score. Not only does the defense stop them, Greg, they get the ball back and they improve the field position with a nice fumble return.
And what a change of events. You find yourself defending your own side of the field, and next thing you know, you scoop. For a minute, it looked like there was going to be a score, but either way, after running out of gas, he sets his offense up in a great situation.
19 Tiger. Check, Bobcat, check, Bobcat.
So on 1st and 10, here's Milton. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
So the hope is when you call these underneath drag routes, you're trying to have your tight end come out the backside of the defense in space. So when you put the ball on him early, it leads to big yards after the catch. In this case, they don't get the real big play they were hoping for, but they'll definitely take it.
Give up the middle to Stevenson. And that one is closed down in the backfield. What a defensive play. Knifing in, dropping him for the loss.
You know at this point, the defense has to sell out and stop the run. You know exactly what the offense is trying to get accomplished by keeping the ball on the ground. But now the question remains, are they willing to take some risk here and put the ball in the air on third down, or do they play it safe and keep running the clock by keeping the ball on the ground?
To the air on third down is Milton. And he'll be taken down all the way up past the 45.
So this is a part of the game that everybody works on, Mike. They call it 4-minute offense, and you don't necessarily have to have 4 minutes on the clock. But the whole idea is we possess the ball late in the fourth quarter with the lead. The goal is we want to end the game with the ball. So that third down conversion is going to go a long way. Protect the ball, continue to pick up first downs. If they do that, I don't even think their opponent sees the ball again.
And nothing on that one, back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it. And now the defense is going to take their first time out. Remember, they get an extra one built in with a 2-minute warning coming up momentarily. They'll try again here, 2nd and 10.
Lion, third. Check mash.
Looking to throw, it's Milton. He's got his man, Keyshawn Butte. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play. So 2 minutes left to play in the second half. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this. This crowd into it now as we get to third down.
Stephanie! Go, Reed! Go! Hurt!
They'll drop to throw. A toss, left side, caught by his running back. And he will have the first down.
I'm vanilla, baby. I'll you, but I ain't no killer, baby. She 28, telling me I'm still a baby. I get love in Detroit like Skilla, baby. And the thing about your boy is I don't like no whips and chains, and you can't tie me down. But you can whip your lovin' on me. That's right, whip your lovin' on me. Young J-A-C-K-A-K-A, Rico like Suave, young Enrique, speaking at AKA. She's an alpha, but not around your boy. She get quiet around your boy. Hold on, don't know.